Myself, Rohit Kumar Wagdarikar, working as an assistant professor in Computer Science and Engineering Department at Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. So, today we are going to learn inheritance in C++. At the end of this session, students will be able to understand the concept of inheritance in C++. Basically, one of the most important feature of the object-oriented programming is the inheritance, where we can make the reusability of the methods and properties. So let's say how we are going to deal that one. So basically, inheritance is the process in which one object acquires all the properties and the behavior of its parent's object automatically. Means what? In inheritance, we'll have the relationship between the parents and child. So if we'll think about the real time or real life example, the whatever properties our parents will have, that properties are going to be used by us, right? Let's consider our parents have one flat, okay? So by default, automatically child is free to use that one, right? Means what? Whatever your parents has gained in his life, whether it's a positive things or whether it's a negative things, everything is going to be inherited by his child by default. Okay, so if you think in a positive way, if currently you are residing in your parents' house, then obviously there is no need to take one more house by yourself, right? Because currently you are living in the same house, right? So that is nothing but the inheritance, right? So that is the parents and child inheritance. So the same logic we are going to use technically in the object-oriented concepts. Means what? Here we'll have the classes, and each class can have the different methods and variables, right? So we can use those properties into our child class. Okay, so that will be possible by using inheritance. Okay, so now in such a way, means what? You can reuse, extend and modify the attributes and behavior which are defined in the other class. Means what? Let's consider, just we have taken the example, like you're currently living in your parents' house. Okay, fine. Your parent has given a tremendous efforts to build that house. Okay, but now what do you think? Now I want to modify something in my house which is built by our parents. Yes, that is possible, right? Means what? If he wants to build one more, if he wants to build one more floor currently your living house, so you can do it. Means what? We can reuse that currently living house, we can extend and we can even modify that house, right? That is possible. Why? Because that is our parents' house. Means in the same way, let's say we'll have the one parent class. Okay, that class has some certain methods and variables, and same methods and variables I want to use in the another class. So why to declare all these things again, right? If I am able to directly use those methods and properties, means what? Here we are reusing the code of our parents, we are extending and modifying the attributes. It means we can add or modify some more properties in our class, and additionally we are able to access our parents properties also, right? That is possible. Fine. So means what? The class which inherits the member of the another class, right? What we have said, we'll have the parent class and the child class, right? So now what is meant by the parent class and child class? They should have some standard names, right? So now here the parent class is called as a base class, and the child class we can call it as a derived class. Okay, that is nothing but here the class which inherits the member of the another class is called the derived class, and the class whose members are inherited is called the base class. Okay, so now can you tell me the advantages of inheritance by just giving some examples. Those think and write. Yes, here is the answer, that is the code reusability. Right? Means what? Here, see here. It means in such a way we can reuse, extend and modify the attributes. Right? That is nothing but the code reusability. We'll see this by hands-on in the coming videos. Okay? So now, next. So is that we'll have the normal concept, or how we are going to use everything, right? There will be so many types of the inheritance. So now, the first one is what? The single inheritance. The single inheritance means what? We'll have the one simple parent class and one child class. Okay? That parent class is going to give some property to his child class. It means what? Child is inheriting the properties of the parent class. It means we'll have the simple two classes, one is a parent class and another child class. So that is nothing but the single inheritance. We'll see this single inheritance in the coming videos. So now, next one is what? We'll have the multiple inheritance. So now, multiple inheritance means what? Is it possible to have a single child can have the multiple parents? So that is nothing but the multiple inheritance. It means what? The child class can inherit the properties of the multiple parents. Okay? That is nothing but the multiple inheritance. We'll see this multiple inheritance in detail, because this multiple inheritance also can have some issues. Right? Because a child cannot have the multiple parents. Always the child can have a single parents, right? That is the couple of single parents. Mother and father, right? A single child cannot have the multiple mother and multiple fathers, right? So what kind of properties he is going to inherit then? So that is the one problem in multiple inheritance, and we can solve it when we'll see the multiple inheritance. Okay? So next one is a hierarchical inheritance. Now hierarchical inheritance means what? Is it possible to have like we'll have the one parent class, then one child class, then that child class has a one more child class. Okay? Then the second child class can have the two parents classes, right? Because by using the multiple inheritance. So that is nothing but the hierarchical inheritance. So we'll see that one also. So next is what? The multi-level inheritance. The name itself indicates. Multi-level inheritance means what? We'll have one parent class, then we'll have one child class. That child class has a one more child class, right? Means the first child is now becomes the parent of the second child class. Okay? Now that second child class has a one more child class, right? It means what? That second child class is now becomes the parent of the third child class, right? So now in the third child class can access the all three classes properties, three parents properties, right? It means what? We'll have the grandfather's grandfather, right? Then grandfather, then grandfather's parents, right? Then parents from the child. In this way we'll have the hierarchicals, right? We will have the multiple levels, right? It means that multiple level is nothing but the ancestors kind of things. It means we are getting the properties from our ancestors also. So that is nothing but the multi-level inheritance. Again we'll see this hands-on in the coming videos. Okay? Now, the next one is what? Hybrid inheritance. Okay? Now what is mean by hybrid inheritance? Hybrid inheritance means in the inheritance concept we'll have the single inheritance, we'll have the multiple inheritance, we'll have the hierarchical inheritance, and we'll have the multi-level inheritance. Means this hybrid inheritance is the combination of all the inheritance, right? That is nothing but the hybrid inheritance. Okay, so these are the different types of inheritance. Okay, now the references. We got these concepts from the object oriented programming with C++ from the 7th edition Balguru Swami book. It's the best book to refer. You can refer this book and you can also get clear your concepts. Thank you.